and welcome to Old Academy players. Tonight's performance, 4,000 Miles, will be performed without an intermission, but we do hope you will join us afterwards for some light refreshments. Just a few notes. The next show, the holiday show, will be December 4th, 5th, and 6th, followed by Vanya, Sonia, Masha, and Spike. That will open on January 8th. Last reminder, if you haven't already done so, please turn off all cell phones or cellular devices, anything that makes noise or throws a light. We appreciate your cooperation. And I guess that's it. Sit back, relax, and enjoy 4,000 Miles.
Change the name.
What?
On the buzzer.
What?
Buzzer. It still says Joe Joseph.
So?
So you should change it. Put your name on there.
That is my name.
Your name's not Joe Joseph.
Well,
Seems like it's time. I can help you with that if you want. It's pretty handy.
you need a place to stay, is that it?
Sorry, what?
You need a place to
I
stay.
can't understand you.
Oh.
Sorry.
Will you wait?
Are you high? Well, it's 3 o'clock in the morning, so I'm just saying. Have you eaten in a while?
I'm cool.
But that's not what I asked you. You've lost weight.
It's been a long road, but a good one.
You biked all the way here?
Pretty much.
From Minnesota?
Actually, we started in Seattle.
There's some mountains in the middle, aren't there? Whichever way you go,
There are.
I'll get you a banana.
No, whoa. Jet fuel.
What?
No such thing as a local banana.
I heard you. You don't have to yell. It's only when you talk very low or very fast that I can't hear you.
I'm just concerned about you. I was leaning on that buzzer for quite a while.
Well, I was asleep and I didn't have my, what do you call it, hearing aid in. And I wasn't expecting you.
Would you hear a fire alarm?
What?
Would you hear a fire?
I heard you. It's the way you're acting. I don't understand. Actually, the whole family, they've all been worried. I guess you know that. Your mother and your father.
I'm sorry people worry. I am. But that's not something I can take responsibility for.
You should have called. You should have called your mother. She's really been.
Grandma Vera, it was awesome to see you.
What,
It's cool. I don't think either of us has to feel bad about the fact that the timing isn't right for me to be here.
oh, well, where are you going to?
I have a tent, a camping stove, and a love for the outdoors. I'll be all right.
You're in Manhattan.
Maybe you can give me a tip somewhere out of the way.
Oh, there's no place like that here. No, you put that back down. Put it back down. You can just you can leave tomorrow. I won't try to stop you. Just get a few hours sleeping and take a shower and eat some breakfast and I'll wash those. You smell terrible, and I wouldn't be surprised if you had lice.
I don't have lice.
Well, you don't seem all right to me. You don't seem all right.
It's just, this is going to be about calling Jane and some last-minute, hellaciously overpriced plane flight for which she has to take a Valium because she's a phobic freak. And I wake up in the morning and she's here with a Valium.
I'm not a reporter.
Meaning?
Meaning I'm not a news reporter, and I won't be calling your mother if that's what you're asking me. But the way you're talking about her, it really isn't fair. A lot of people don't like flying.
Jane and I are at a juncture where more talking is not better than less talking. If that's not something you can understand, I'm just saying it's probably better I go set up camp somewhere else.
I don't agree with it, but I understand. I I know what she feels like is if you're not talking to her, she just hopes you're talking to someone.
Oh, that is bullshit. And you know her, and you know that is passive-aggressive bullshit. She wants to talk about it. She. I am fine.
Well, I just wanted to tell you how sorry I am. That must have really been
Thank you.
terrible. You what? Came over to GW? The George Washington Bridge.
I guess, yeah.
Was it pretty at night?
Yeah, actually, yeah. I'm not much of a city guy, but it was all right.
I must say that I'm surprised that you came here instead of your, oh, I lost track whether she's your girlfriend or not. You know, the chubby one. Isn't she up at, what do you call
She's
it?
not chubby.
Well, she's not thin.
She's healthy. She's strong.
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
She's not chubby.
All right. I'm just saying, since you ended up in New York, I thought you might have gone there.
I stopped by.
Oh, had another fellow with her, did she?
No, Vera, she didn't have... It's just not good timing, it turns out, which I respect. She said she had some thinking to do. Thinking's good.
It's been a lousy couple of months for you then, between one thing and another. Would you take a shower before you get in bed? Leo,
What? Yeah, shower sounds great.
you all right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Where are you going?
Guest room?
No, that one's my room now.
I thought...
Oh, not since
Thought that was
Joe,
yours.
not since Joe was sick. We moved in there for the, what do you call it, the single beds, and I stayed. Has it been that long since you've been here?
I was here for the funeral. I must have forgot.
That was a long time ago. Anything else?
No, Grandma,
What?
good night.
Whew. Hello? Oh, hold on. Yes? Yes, darling, what is it? Oh, I'm not done with it. I'm not done with it yet. Yes, I know what time it is. But as a matter of fact, my friend grandson is here, and I've been busy. Yes, well, it was a surprise. Wait, well, listen, you, hello? Hello? Pain in the ass.
Hey. Vera.
Oh, the phone woke you?
No?
That was Ginny from across the hall. I give her the art sections when I'm done with it, and I'm late today. Never mind, she's never given me a nickel for it. That's what I get for being nice. She called to say that she was just checking in to see if I was all right. And I know she's sitting over there still waiting, resenting me. Ooh. But no good deed goes unpunished, right? Did you sleep all right?
Mm-hmm.
And then she just hung up. I told her you were here. And then she said, oh, I'm terribly sorry in this, like she was interrupting a big meeting or something. And then she just hung up without even saying. Why she gets to me so much, I don't know. She's really a character.
Huh.
But we have an arrangement where she calls me one night and I call her the next. That way, if one of us turns up our toes, it won't take until we start smelling to figure it out. Which isn't a problem for me because I have a family. But she doesn't have anyone. And I guess I have guilt feelings about that, is what it is. But we have a lot in common in terms of the political and in terms of in Cuba and the pro-peace, what do you call it? And in terms of being progressive and so on and so forth. And we see eye to eye, but in everything else, she just drives me nuts.
You're giving her too much power.
What?
That power, you have to take it back.
Well, you're going to stay longer, and I'm not saying you are. I'll show you how to, what do you call it? Oh, disconnect the phone in that room. Because I get a lot of calls sometimes. You look better. What?
Good morning, Vera.
Well, actually, it's after 12:30. Oh. You smell better, too. How did you like that bed?
It was great. Great bed.
Oh, me too. That's what I think. But your Uncle Ben and Mel, they want me to get a new mattress, which they do not offer to pay for. And every time they come here, they complain and complain.
I slept like a rock.
I may quote you on that. I'll end up getting it though anyway, or else I'll find an excuse not to visit. Do you drink coffee?
Yeah, I love it.
Oh, what? I was happy to see that you carried those, but I was surprised that you didn't, that it wasn't open. Yeah. I thought maybe you took it black.
I do.
Me too. That's how I like it. Oh, tell me if they're completely full. I got a couple of those a month or two ago at the senior center. And some of them, they had a buffet table, and they were going to throw it all away at the end, which I did not approve of. Lucky I thought to freeze them. Otherwise, I would have had to go out and get you something, and I wasn't feeling quite up to it. Some days I'm myself, and some days my head really isn't right, and my balance, it's disgusting.
Have you had it checked out?
What? Oh, sure. They're all useless. They just tell me I'm old, and I already knew that. I I knew you were sleeping well when you didn't wake up when I brought your, the what do you call it, out of your room. Oh, I was moaning and groaning. That thing must weigh at least 100 pounds.
Nah, about 20.
Is that all?
Well, that's one of 4 bags. Total weight's about 50.
50 pounds?
Or when I have food and water.
Oh, and you keep all that on your bike?
Yep.
Well, doesn't that make it a lot harder?
Yeah. Yep. That's a yes.
And you camped at night, is that it?
Usually. Sometimes I meet someone, get invited to crash.
Oh. Did you ever meet anyone peculiar?
What do you mean?
Oh, I don't know, like some crackpot who wanted something weird from you in exchange for a place to stay or whatever.
Like?
Like something sexual?
What?
Well, I would think on a road like that by yourself that you would meet all kinds of people.
I did meet all kinds of people. None of them required sexual favors of me, no.
Well, if you were a woman out by yourself on the road like that, I think you'd run into all kinds of things like that.
I know lots of women who travel alone. Beck's done a lot of
Oh,
traveling.
Rebecca, well, if you're built like that. Yes, no.
I found that if you approach people with love and trust, you can count on getting the same things back from them.
What's that, Confucius or Gandhi, or what's that?
It's Leo Joseph Connell. It's me.
I'm teasing you.
Okay.
I guess it's a sensitive subject.
Nope.
Well,
You know anything about a climbing wall?
a what?
A climbing gym?
What's a climbing gym?
It's a gym where you climb. They have walls with these
Oh, with the funny, and you're in one of those, what do you call it?
harnesses.
Yeah, I've seen that somewhere. Where have I seen that? I saw that and I said, what the hell is that for? You want to go today, is that it?
I was thinking about it. Get the old upper body back to work.
That means you might stay a little longer, is that it? Now, let's see. Where would it be? What would it be on?
Yellow pages. Man.
What?
Do you have a computer?
No, well, yes, I do. Ben and Mal bought it for me, but I'm not, what do you call it? Oh, they were very happy with themselves for buying it for me, but they really didn't show me what to do with it.
A Mac or a PC?
A what?
We'll look at it later.
You know a lot about computers?
I don't like them, but I can use them.
I thought everyone your age liked computers.
Mike had never sent an email his entire life, which was stubborn as shit, but you have to admire it.
Did he use the telephone?
Yeah, but he didn't have a cell phone. I don't have one either.
Oh, I know you don't. I've been hearing a lot about that lately. I guess what they say about all this, technology, that it can be a good thing for the, from the standpoint of the people, or that you can get the propaganda to the people, the Marxists. Oh, I can't find the words. That it's in terms of Africa and South America and places where, from the standpoint of being progressive and so on and so forth, and that's a good thing. There's a lot of bad things about growing old, but the one I hate the most is not being able to find my words. I just hate not being able to find my words. I feel like an idiot half the time.
That it's democratizing.
What?
That with the internet, information's free to everyone. It decommodifies knowledge, which is power.
Oh, well, if you put it that way, I think I better learn how to use the computer.
Marx is cool.
Oh, you think so?
He's all right.
Well, I think so too.
I took that semester at Evergreen. I took a class on Marx. Best class I took.
Ooh, what did your mother think of that?
So me studying Marx.
Yeah.
I think she was like, how's that going to be useful to you in the future?
She said that?
And I was like, first of all, who knows? And second of all, I think it's important to understand where I come from, which is also where you come from. So I think I'm surprised you're not being more supportive.
You said that?
I did.
And what did she say?
You know, as long as I was in college, she was happy, so I think she just shut up.
She and I don't discuss politics anymore. I always end up telling her how disappointing she was to her father. I don't mean to say it, but sometimes it just comes out. and I only mean in the political, not generally. And she cries and goes on about how she always votes Democrat, as if that, well, it's just better that I don't talk to her about it anymore.
I find that to be true of a lot of subjects with Jane.
Between you and me, so do I. But she is my favorite. She was the littlest. She was only 2 when Joe and I started carrying on together. And she's very devoted to me. So,
Is 23rd Street near here?
as a matter of fact, you can walk there. Yes. I better get you Joe's keys. I'll show you which one does what. You'll get it wrong the first few times, but eventually you'll learn.
I was wondering if you could spot me a couple bucks for climbing.
Ah, you're out of money, is that it?
The moment the flow is low.
How much do you need?
I don't know what prices are like here. I have to rent all the stuff, so maybe 50?
$50?
That's what it'd be in Seattle, so maybe a little more.
More than $50 to climb up a wall?
I'm expecting an influx in a couple days, I can pay you back.
A what?
An influx of money to my account.
From where? From your mother? She's still giving you money?
Forget it.
Well, oh, no, listen.
Forget it, it's no big deal.
Listen, I'll show you where I keep the money. When you need it, you take it and leave a note, all right? That way I'll know how much you took, and I won't worry about it, all right?
All right.
And maybe then you can get a few things that you need for around the house, for breakfast and so on and so forth.
Dear, I want to be really clear. I can't stay more than a couple days.
I understand.
I mean, it's great to rest up, but I have to be back to Washington before it gets too cold.
On the bike?
Yep,
You're gonna all the way back west on that bike?
that's the plan.
Maybe if you called Rebecca today, since it was in the middle of the night, maybe she's...
It's not about that.
Well, since you came all this way to be with her.
I didn't. I didn't come all this
I
way
know
to
it
be with
wasn't
her.
to be with me.
It was to finish something I started. Micah and I started something, I finished it. That's it. People want to make it really complicated, but it isn't.
If you stayed more than a couple of days, I wouldn't know what to say to your mother. I don't know what to say to her as it is. So we're in agreement. I keep the money in Joe's stuff. Will you come or what? Did you lock that tack lock?
No.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Well, maybe you did it and then forgot about it.
I didn't touch the door today, Vera.
Well, maybe you did it without really thinking about it.
Okay, sure. For no
You'll
reason.
have to speak louder if you want me to hear you.
I didn't lock the top lock. really matter?
Well, I made sure I didn't lock it around that, because it's getting harder for me to turn the, what do you call it? The cape. Because my hand shakes. And then it was locked anyway, so either you did it, or I'm going crazy, which I must admit is very possible.